Welcome to In the Know. Did you know that September is Realtor Safety Month? And today we were with Sergeant Eden from the Peachtree City Police Department to make sure that you're in the know when it comes to your safety. The National Association of Realtors has reported that 1 out of 3 of our members have concerns about the following items and of their personal safety: during an open house, during a showing, and meeting a client for the first time at a new or secluded location, or even in a public location, after receiving a threatening or inappropriate call, voicemail, text, or email, and even while traveling. Most brokers have safety protocols. You should be familiar with them and follow them and include them in your own safety plan. Sergeant Eden, tell us about yourself and your time in law enforcement. And from the things that you have seen in your experience, what are the things that realtors can do to keep us out of trouble?
Sure. Like I said, my name is Brian Eden. I grew up actually in Peachtree City and started my policing career about 16 years ago at another metro agency. And I spent about 8 years there. During that time, I was part of the patrol team, and then I moved into criminal investigation, and I was a crime scene investigator. They didn't give me a Hummer, not like Horatio, but and then I was also part of our SWAT team. And then since moving over here to Peachtree City, I again had to start over as a patrol officer. You can see I'm a sergeant. I'm one of our patrol sergeants now. I'm also part of our SWAT team that's here, and I'm one of our instructors, anywhere from driving to use of force to defensive tactics-ish. I'm almost there. And so, yeah, got a lot of different backgrounds, a lot of different areas of interest. Yeah.
We're glad to have you around.
Good to be here.
What are some of the things that realtors can do to keep safe?
All right, so some of the things, so let's start with before we even go to a showing. You want to make sure that you are letting the people know back at the office, hey, this is where I'm going to be. This is about the time I expect to be there, and this is who I'm going with. Here's my phone number. I'm going to keep my phone charged, and things like that. That's some of the basics right at the beginning.
Cool. Okay. Also, you might not know this, but the NAR has a tool that you can find on their website, and it's like a push button tool that it'll dial your partner to let them know that you're in distress. Is that right?
Yes, it is right. In fact, I've had this happen. So my wife has it to where I'm one of her emergency contacts, I'm one of hers. It went off. And so myself, her dad, and I think her mom all got this text. I'm looking and I can see her location because it also gives me a location. I'm on duty and I'm thinking something's going on. I go to her location. She's at the pool with our daughter. And I'm going, what is wrong? And she's like, nothing. I'm like, well, your 911 thing's going off. And then it was because of where it was in her purse. So she didn't mean to do it, but it works. iPhones, not pushing iPhones, but I think if you hit this button on the side, oh, there it is. So you hit it 5 times and you can go emergency or the medical deal.
Okay, so we've got an open house, we've got a showing. What are some things that we can do to stay safe?
Perfect. All right, so first, let's start again at the beginning, right? So we've already talked to the person that we're gonna show, and we wanna get a copy of that driver's license, right? So that in the event that something happens, most likely not going to.
Side note.
Yes, ma'am.
Stephanie taught me last year that you can also use that to get their birthdays, to send them cards. Okay, carry on.
That's a great idea. Who doesn't like getting a birthday card on their birthday?
Stephanie Suttles. That's her.
Great job, Steph. Appreciate it. All right, so we've already got that. We've already sent it home. Red flag number 1, if they're like, no, I'm not giving you my license. That needs to be, hey, maybe you're not one I want to send. Or you bring somebody else and go, this is my rule, this is how I do it. If they don't like that, then there's other people that want to buy houses. So now we've gotten past that. We drive up to the location. Where are we going to park? You going to park in the driveway?
I'm not going to park in the driveway.
Absolutely not.
I'm parking on the street.
You're parking on the street. Why? Because if we have to get out quick, right? For whatever reason, we've got our keys still in our hand. We go into the car. Boom. We take off, we go to a safe location.
Yep, you're not blocked in.
Now, we're going through the house, right? Good idea to let them go first. Remember, this is going to be their home. They want to get that first look. They don't want to look around you. Let them get that first look. You can also test, like, are they wanting to try to bait me into something? So you kind of watch them. We're watching their body language. So they go in, yeah, this is to the right, this is to the left, go on through there. How about those attics? You like going into attics?
No, I'm not an attic or basement person.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of attics either because I'm a little bit bigger. Those are tiny little stairs, so we don't go up there.
No.
If they want to go in the attic, go in the attic. I'm gonna be right here on the nice level ground. Basements, right? Everybody knows what a basement looks like. If you want to go in the basement, go ahead. Go figure out where you're going to put your pool table, where you're going to put that second or third or fourth fridge to put whatever you want to put in there. So go down there. Again, I'm going to be up here. I'll answer any questions that you need once you get up.
Yep. And crawl spaces, I'm sorry, I'm not dressed for that.
Oh, absolutely not.
No.
Nope, none of us are.
No, that's a game changer.
So those are some of the things while you're on scene. Phone calls. You, again, want to make sure that that phone's charged in case you need to make a phone call.
Yes.
Right? You can also say, hey, Johnny, I'm going to go to this showing. Probably going to be about 25, 30 minutes. If that 40 minutes you haven't heard from me, I need you to give me a phone call. If I don't answer after 2 or 3 times, you need to start sending people to me.
Yep.
So most of this is planning, right? If you're an adult, you probably have a plan for different parts of your life. Have a plan. Go, this is what I'm going to do when I pull up and I don't like something. This is what I do when I'm halfway through the house and I don't like something. This is what I'm going to do when something changes. Have a plan to get out, and you're the realtor. You know what this house looks like. You know where the front door is. You know where the back door is. You know how to get out. Make sure you have a plan.
Right. I don't like going into rooms first. I only stay in the hallway and let them go into the room.
Yeah.
And then when they go into the other room, then I see the room. Because I do like to see the house.
Of course.
But you don't want to get yourself cornered.
And again, remember, we're talking a very, very small percentage of people that are looking to do evil. The majority of the people are just so excited because they want that next home. So let them enjoy that, right? But we have a plan for when it doesn't go right.
That's right. We've got a plan. All right. Now we have covered things that we can do to keep safe and keep our clients safe and keep safe in our open houses. What are some things that we can do while we're traveling?
Okay. Traveling. One, travel by yourself or with somebody else that you know. Bring your spouse, bring your kid that's got to do homework, bring somebody from the office. Just don't be in there with the client, right? You know, they might smell funny, whatever. They may not like your music, or that's a secluded area where they can potentially get, have some trouble. So don't travel with them.
Got it. You know what, Sergeant Eaton? I get asked all the time, am I allowed to carry a gun?
Okay.
What weapons do you suggest?
All right, so let's start with, we'll go with some non-lethal or less lethal. So OC, or pepper spray. You see it's way back here on my vest. That's because it really hurts and it really does a job. But I don't like it because if I end up spraying somebody, I'm gonna get sprayed myself. So we suggest that if you're gonna carry it as a self-defense weapon, that you need to spray yourself and know what it feels like. You have to experience that, right? So there's that. Then they go, well, what about stun guns? Stun guns are great if the person's gonna stay right there, because a stun gun, as soon as it touches and you go, that doesn't feel good, and you go, ow, and jump back, it's no longer effective. So there are civilian versions of the taser. Tasers work most of the time, right? So you can do that, a couple $100, you buy it, it's great. Then you may go, well, what about a firearm? Great. So let's talk about guns a little bit, because this is Georgia and everybody has them, right? I mean, you get them when you get out of the hospital. You get your little blanket that everybody's got all across the country, and you get your first little baby Glock. That's a joke. We give them a full-size Glock. So guns, you want to make sure that that your head and that your heart are connected. And what I mean by that is that you need to have made up your mind and settled in your heart and with whatever your beliefs are, that if I have to, I will take the life of another human being to protect myself and a third person. If you can connect those and you can get past that, then we say, okay, now you can move to the next step. If you can't, then that's your answer. You're done. And that's okay. They're not for everybody. So once you've connected that, then you need to go, okay, well, what do I want to get? So you go to a range and you shoot multiple different weapons and you find what's comfortable for you, right? And then once you do that, you buy what you can afford, but here's the key. You spend your money on the training, because just because you have a tool, if you don't know how to use it, it now can become a tool against you.
Right.
So again, unless you're going to spend the money to do the training, connect your head and heart, we suggest don't do that. Better, call me. Maybe not me personally. Every once in a while they give me a day off, but call the police. We will actually come. We can do a drive-by, or a lot of us like houses. We may walk through with you and be like, oh yeah, this one's really neat, right? And if we're in the area, if that person that you're showing might be that one, when they see us, they may go, yeah, maybe I'm not gonna try this person today, right? We can always just be in the area working on a report, right? And we're keeping an eye on y'all.
So could we do that if we were hosting an open house?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. We can swing by every once in a while, or you can even hire an officer to be out there. There's multiple different ways to get us. Remember, we're here to serve you guys in whatever aspect that is. So absolutely, give us a call. We would love to come serve y'all.
Good, I love it. Do we have any resources on if we're being harassed?
Yes. So you can always call the police and make any kind of report, right? This person's harassing us. But better yet, what you guys can do is, you represent several realtors, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You can go, hey, this person is not playing nice. And you can distribute that information and go, hey, be aware that this person is treating us this way.
I like it.
Yep.
Okay. Well, thank you for
Absolutely.
your service to our community, for coming and spending time with me today to go over all of the safety information. You have a plethora of amazing information, and I really appreciate your time.
It really is our pleasure to serve y'all.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Where are we? Let's see.
Fayetteville.
Driver's
We're the
license.
police. We know everything.